Greetings, party animals. This is Megalon Jones coming back at you with some more Il2 Great Battles faux gun camera footage. I set up a bunch of missions designed to recreate the situation at the very end of the war in spring 1945. The very first part of this is U.S. Army Air Force P-51s engaging 109 Gs over the bridgehead at the Rhine crossing. One of the things you want to notice here is that the American 50 caliber machine guns are not sort of the one shot, one kill that you get with cannon armed aircraft found in other air forces. The 50 cal is very good at destroying control surfaces, putting holes in fuel tanks and ruining engines, but you don't quite get the instant gratification of seeing a plane go down. As a matter of fact, in all of these gun camera instances, I maybe get 3 or 4 credited kills to myself. That isn't to say they're not doing damage. While you might not have a splashed pancake situation on the ground, you're making them operationally damaged, which means they're out of the fight. And there's a high probability that farther on down the road, the plane's engine is going to give out, especially the inline engines as opposed to the radials. Or they're going to have to ditch the plane because of the leaky fuel tanks. But the end situation is more or less the same. The P-51 likes to be flown fast. It has the exact same engine, the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine that you find in the Spitfire. It's a little bit deficient in getting going right off the starting line, in that it seems to be a bit slower than the German models, but once it picks up a head of steam due to the aerodynamics, it can't be beat. There's also a situation involved where the plane just gets better at handling in terms of turning and in control surfaces the faster it goes, whereas the Messerschmitts don't react as well to high speeds. In particular, the Messerschmitts elevators tend to freeze up, which you can use at your own advantage. These next few scenes kind of give you an idea of how chaotic things are. I almost get smashed by another P-51 in the upper right hand corner there. That's mid-air collision, thankfully avoided. All these dots are fighter planes, and you really have to understand aircraft recognition. The German planes tend to have long exhaust things. If you're seeing like smoke, that the one on the right there was a damaged plane, but a lot of times you end up with some very long smoke trails off the German planes. Alright, we're doing some more experimenting. I'm going to try to do some faux vintage color photograph. This is the RAF, 2nd Tactical Air Force, low level flying, same time period. They're fighting 190 Doras, which are the end war variant of the Focke-Wulf 190. I think you can also see the difference in the armament. The British Tempest has 420mm cannons, and this is your basically your instant gratification. Like, that's a kill. And the others are outright kills as well. Basically, the big 20mm Hispano cannon shells just make it impossible to fly a plane once it punches into the aircraft. He just, I believe, lost his tailplane, and you can see the German pilot get flung out of the cockpit. The final series here are 2nd Tactical Air Force Typhoon Mark 1Bs attacking British airfields. Excuse me, German airfields. There are some Junkers Ju-52 transport planes attempting to take off, and the Typhoons are armed with rockets and additionally the same gun armament as the Tempest with the 4 times 20mm cannons. You can also see my deflection shooting isn't that great. I'm working on that though. So there's a rocket attack on a flak position, swing back over, make a gun run on the Junkers. And that's what I got for you. There is going to be some more combat mission content. I had a bit of a small disaster. I was compiling footage for a scenario when I realized there were about 3 or 4 turns that I failed to record, and the narrative structure of it just doesn't hold up anymore. These happen to be the turns where the stuff happens that you want to catch on film. So I think I'm going back to Cold War. There is a very interesting user-made scenario that comes out of the thinking following the 73 October War, having to deal with how does the U.S. Army deal with the anti-tank guided weapons situation. So I look forward to playing that and sending that out to you guys. Until then, I will talk to you later. Bye.
What's happening? Come on! Go, boys! Try it! It won't hold! What is that, an island? Hell of a welcome.
Yeah, but what do we have to welcome them with?
Sure in hell won't have enough. Just 3 rounds.
Down!
Atlantis is our continent. Only you can make it possible for us to return to the world we belong to.
Better. the money back.
We have come back to the world that has always been ours. You have no place in it. You cannot defend yourselves.
Come on and get some more! Here's one for nothing!
They're coming back.
Come on now!
Hey!
Come on!